Hello, everybody. I accidentally turned the mic on.
Ah!
Ah!
All
They're
right,
screaming because I'm terrifying. Look at how spooky we all are. Oh, the spook. Especially look at. Oh, Vlad.
That is adorable.
What?
That's
I wanted to dress up
amazing.
for Halloween.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
Reese, you're not wearing your costume.
If you put me and Vladinsky together, you've almost got a whole person.
God.
The funny thing is,
Disgusting.
I'm pretty sure this is just Vladinsky without his armor.
Yes.
What are you talking
100%.
about? He's wearing a terrifying costume. He's a bear.
He's a
I'm Berdinsky.
bear.
Vladinsky's bear.
I was about to say, he's a bear. What are you talking about? That's terrifying. Do you have any idea how like crazy bears can get? Have you seen the kayak video?
Bear.
He's a Baradin.
A Baradin.
Anyway, we started a little early. Thank you for. I'm gonna yeet you, Rogue. You're still grounded. You're getting more and more grounded every time. Welcome to our super special spooky version of Awooters Does D&D, where I randomly threw all of your D&D characters into a spooky one-shot. You're welcome. But with that, I do have to give a little disclaimer. This is going to be like very much spooky, very Halloween. There are going to be some like more intense scenery and stuff. There's no pictures and stuff, but descriptions will happen. I just want to make everybody aware that we'll be diving into some horror themes here. So not like the normal stuff, unlike your normal stuff where Suo drowns in an alleyway while watching herself. Yeah, more like wholesome stuff. Like, I don't know, probably people losing limbs and stuff. So anyway,
that also happened. Someone lost a leg already.
I don't want to hear it. You literally ate a man. So
it wasn't the same person that lost a leg.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, the water is coming from behind Suo this time.
So remember to always look both ways before jumping into a lake, and let's get started. Let's get started.
Gotta check for those gators, right?
Gotta check for those gators. It's really important, especially during spooky season.
Yeah.
Let's start by throwing everybody off, and I'm going the opposite way. Zana, where can people find you on the internet?
Nowhere and everywhere. You can find me on Blue Sky. Eventually I'll get back to streaming. I'm just trying to figure out when I can stream. But tomorrow you'll find me on Yagoki stream playing some BG3. I might go ahead and stream our couple campaign together. Yeah, that might be a good way to get back in.
Yagoki should have dressed up as Jojo Siwa.
Gotta put all
What's up, everybody? My name is Yagoki.
You want to go ahead and describe your costume there, Misfith?
Not yet.
Currently wearing regular outfit. Anyway, and let's continue on to our next person. Ooh, another spook. Suo, where can people find you on the internet?
I was not prepared for that direction. We
Yes,
really
right.
are mixing it up.
It's a Halloween stream. Bam.
Boom. Okay, so you can follow me at twitch.tv/EmmaRedFeather. You can actually follow me on Twitter, Instagram as well, TikTok. I totally post to all of those social medias all the time, always. I have no idea what you're talking about. You can also find me in the Discord as well as on Wednesdays doing Whittle Guy Wednesday with Atlas. Yeah.
I'm Atlas. And then next up we have Mace. Ooh, I went backwards. Get that.
You can find me on this platform as well as YouTube here shortly. Yagoki Wolf, both places, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter as well. I was in the middle of actually posting on TikTok. Ooh, and like Misfits said, we will be doing our couples campaign in Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow.
Nice, nice, nice. Vlad, where can people find you on the internet?
They can find me usually lurking about everyone's stream. He's live. I'm
Oh.
usually hiding somewhere.
You're cutting a little bit.
So fix that.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, hon.
While he works on that, Ham, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me streaming. I'll be playing a lot of games right now. Why am I hearing?
Why? I don't know why you're hearing yourself twice because now I'm hearing myself twice. Ah!
It's piping
was-
back
that
in
was
back
weird.
through Husky.
Oh,
Oh, are we hearing ourselves through Husky?
oh.
Oh, we are hearing ourselves through Husky. We were hearing ourselves through Husky.
My bad.
God.
Yeah,
I
I'm just screwing with
immediately-
shit now.
Jump scare. Voice jump scare. It's the
Halloween.
sound
We're all so
yourself.
confused.
Halloween.
of boo.
Get spooked. Anyway, where can people find you? Ham Hawk? Sorry.
I'm gonna be playing a lot of games, including it might play some Sea of Thieves on stream, but we'll see. I might leave that off stream. We'll see. But definitely DBD. We got the events going on and tomes and Dredge stuff and collecting survivors for their cosmetics to wear on Dredge.
I was like,
then,
yeah.
Also, what's the other game? We were playing some Labyrinthine before. We're going to be looking at maybe finishing that, so that'll be cool. So a lot of spooky games for this season.
Yeah.
And don't forget your Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, because you're playing
Yeah.
Wanderhome right here
Wanderhome.
on this channel.
I'm like, we don't call It Takes Tuesdays anymore, and I'm not in that.
What a fan.
I thought of you first.
That's real fan hours. But yes, Wanderhome will be on this channel every Tuesday, featuring little underscore Foxy, Goki Wolf, and Ross the Bear.
and various other guests.
And then let's try this one more time. Vlad, where can people find you?
People can usually find me lurking in everyone's in stream streams. If I'm not there, I'm
He's
Yeah,
gone.
that checks
If
out. If
he's
he's
not
not
there,
there,
he's gone.
yeah. If I'm not there, it's my mic usually cutting out for some reason.
All right. So previously, we can do a short little previously this time because we're the things that happened last time aren't actually going to affect you this time because we're doing an anime one-off. This is filler episodes, chat. This is filler episodes.
Look, we love a good filler episode.
It has to be good
Yeah.
though. It has to be a good filler episode.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be.
100%.
It's gotta be like crackfic level. Because those are the
Alright.
best filler episodes.
So previously we kind of dropped you guys through a door. And we will
right.
start this session with you guys being in front of you're in a dark room and there's a door in front of you. There's nothing around you. The only thing in front of you is this door.
What happened? What's going on?
Is this another part of the lake?
I
I
don't.
thought we just walked back through the gates.
I don't believe we're in that lake again. And Mace just pulls his hood down. Wait, why do I feel different?
It's a little dark in here, so it's a little bit hard to see each other. Although Sua randomly suddenly has a faint glow coming from her forehead and behind her.
So why are you all glowy? And what is this on my head? Buns reaches up and there's a. Why do I have a wizard hat on? I mean, I'm a wizard, but I don't. I look weird. And what are
Suo's
those
gonna look
glowing things
around.
over there?
Suo's gonna look around and she's gonna fully like stumble when she notices Vladinsky is not nearly as large as he usually is.
Yes, he will be a almost normal size.
Right. Just kind of like comically stumbles to the side, like, oh my god.
What? Do I have something on? Wait, what happened to my armor? Where'd it go?
Oh,
Yeah, I do believe it is the lack thereof. Something on is the issue.
Vladinsky,
Yes.
is this what you look like without your armor?
Maybe. I haven't looked at self in a very long time.
Uh,
Your hat's really cute.
Oh, thank you. It is my favorite hat.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't I a big scary bear like Roar?
Yeah.
You're
like
adorable.
I heard I was supposed to go Roar XD face. Is that scary enough?
Can we get a clip of that? Can we get a clip of that, please?
Anyway.
Which, by the way, if anyone does an insight check, Suo is terrified. Not because of the bear.
I don't know. It's a pretty scary bear. Ham, there is like something hovering in front of your face, by the way, suddenly.
It's my ribs, right?
It's not your ribs.
Do I still have them?
I mean, you have everything you had on you when you
I'm
fell
pretty sure you were in
into.
the process of eating them.
You
I'm
all
gonna
have
peel it.
everything.
Peel this, whatever it is, back just a little bit of ways so that I can take a bite of my ribs. And then peel it from the handle of my hat.
Uh,
I don't remember this part.
it kind of like falls apart in your hand, and a new one just pops on your hat.
During the brief moments, I realized that at least it doesn't look like the guys I just finished killing.
No, it doesn't. It looks as
So
plain.
it's not them coming to kill me. Attempting to suffocate my face with their face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think once Suo starts looking around and sees Hamhawk, she's gonna be "Ugh."
Yeah.
Just "Ugh." Mm. No, I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just can't look at you right now. I really can't. Mm-mm.
It's kind of hard to look at anything. The only light coming into this room is the door. There's a little bit of like there's a seam of the door and a little bit of light comes through.
Wow, rude. Even with dark vision?
The entire the space you're in is completely like pitch black. The only light permeating the area is that little seam of light coming from the door.
Word.
So like with dark vision, you can see a little bit better, but it's still like there's still zero light anywhere
Right.
else.
Suo's, I guess,
Can I-
gonna go investigate the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mace will definitely step up and be like, what is this?
There's
Kinda-
a cool breeze that comes through the seams of the door.
Uh,
Interesting.
Mace is just gonna try the handle.
It is unlocked. And when you, as soon as you like pull, like twist the handle to check if it's unlocked, the door on its own automatically creaks open and you are right outside of a town.
What does the town look like?
The town looks pretty normal. If anybody would like to give perception just to get an initial vibe of the town to kind of look it over, but without a perception check, it's very much just like a pretty average looking town. It's late in the afternoon, the sun's starting to go down.
Mace is gonna throw his hood back up as they walk out.
Okay.
I would like to do just cursory, I'm assuming perception check.
Yep.
There are not any like generators lying around, are there?
There are 0 generators.
Okay, cool.
Suddenly a table appears in front of you, and the first half of this session is you have to read how to repair a generator.
Odds. Suddenly, D&D turns into DBD.
Could you imagine the amount of skill checks you would have to do? Because you'd have to do perception checks to keep an eye out for the killer, as well as like some sort of like skill check in order to actually work on the generator.
That's a really fun concept and interesting idea. But
Thoughts for
I
another
am
time.
going to give you a casual warning, Em.
Uh-huh.
It's much worse than that. Whatever is about to happen to you is so much worse than that.
Why'd you have to do that?
Anyway, about that perception check,
21.
So we have
Normal.
yeah.
Oh, that was so close to a nat 20.
What is that with
We-
your modifier?
Yeah, yours aren't posting in the chat. Still.
It was a 14 plus
Yeah.
5.
So 19.
I had to
well
remember to roll it first.
with those rolls from both of you, I can so you notice that this is an average looking town. Like I said, it's kind of dusk, right? Like it's getting towards nighttime. The sun is starting to set, so it's a little bit darker. It's also surrounded by a bunch of trees. Trees for miles. You can look in every direction and all you kind of see is trees except when you look at the town. Looking at the town, this town, you realize it resembles kind of like a ghost town. The streets are empty, yet garments hang on clotheslines, flapping gently with the breeze. 2 malnourished horses are tied to a hitch post in front of a tavern, and the wind at that moment, the wind picks up, and all of the shutters in the town slam closed from the gust of wind, and you are just filled with silence.
Can I vibe check this place?
You can, but the vibe would be exactly what I described.
Okay.
You just hear an audible snap.
What are you doing? Is that the ribs?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm just panic eating.
Ham, please keep it down. We don't know what goes.
I slow crunch
in
in
the
an
night
attempt
here.
to make it sound less crunchy.
We don't know what goes bump in the night
Mace?
here.
Mace?
Really should've-
Mace, hold the hand out. Come on, Buns. Hop up.
Pull your mace out.
Hmm?
Pull your mace out.
He reaches back, but that doesn't feel the same. He pulls it forward. There's a blade on. What?
Mace's mace has been replaced with a scythe.
Oh, you're kind of like that Grim Reaper or whatever.
He
You look
swings it
different
around
than
as
the guy that gave me death.
he swings it around as he usually does his trusty
As
mace.
that's happening, Suo,
doesn't-
make a dexterity saving throw.
It doesn't
Or yeah,
feel
do
any
dexterity
different
saving throw.
weight-wise.
Everybody?
Nope, just
Just me.
Suo.
Okay.
Just you.
They're shooting at you specifically.
Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, 17.
Suo, you just barely avoid getting smacked in the face with a flyer that's kind of floating on the wind. And you kind of move to the side before it hits you in the face. And there's writing and pictures on it. With a 17, you can actually grab it before it flies away.
Cool. I'm gonna do that and read it.
All right. You look at the flyer, and on the flyer there's this like drawing of a tent that very much a circus tent. And it says, "Come one, come all to see the marvelous Tasha's kiss."
She's gonna have like this expression of just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like,
And if you want to give a history check to see if you have heard of this.
absolutely. Am I good at history? No.
Um,
No, I am not. I am
as,
very, very bad at history.
as she describes what's on the flyer, can the rest of us do so as well?
Yes. That's a piece of paper and there's a name on it. That's the amount of that's what you know.
Look, all I got is that there's like some carnival-ish thing in town, and it looks pretty interesting. I mean, it looks like a fun thing to do.
May I roll?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No, no, no!
How?
This is for reading that one in a
Screenshot this
row.
bullshit.
I was going to say I wasn't going to roll, but I'm going to roll. But for this whole session, I'm not using the virtual dice.
If you rolled a nat one though.
No, it was a 4, which
Okay.
with my mods, I think I only get -1.
It's still not great. That one's in a row.
Yeah, no surprise. Vladinsky doesn't remember anything about history.
Yeah, I get -1, so it's a 3.
Okay, with all of those amazing rolls, none of you you would have not a clue who that is, except Buns. Buns with a 12, you've heard of a jester called Tasha's Kiss. That's about it. You've just heard of him.
I mean, they're a jester.
Alright, well, seems to be a ghost town. We should probably split up and see if we can find anyone among the living here.
If you guys want to split up, you can absolutely do that. How are you splitting up?
So you can come with Mace and I.
Hmm?
I don't know that we should split up.
Yeah, why are we
We
splitting
do
up? I
have
don't-
we
I
do
don't wanna
have a way
split.
of communicating, but it would be Buns to someone else in the party, not necessarily the other way around.
As you guys are kind of discussing this, you hear one of the horses just kind of like do a big huff and then clack its foot down on the ground. Does anybody look that way?
I probably would have been eyeing the horses the whole time because they're the only source of meat so far in this town, even if they
Anybody
are
who-
malnourished.
Anybody who looks that way, you kind of see, and then if you look a little bit past those horses, you kind of see, similar to the design on the paper, a little like there's some tent poking out from around a corner in that same kind of circus design. You can kind of tell from this distance it's a very large tent, You're just pretty far away.
Oh, well, it doesn't seem like we need to do much searching.
I wobble my trench-coated self over to the chariot and knock on the door.
It's a tent. Oh, to
The door of the carriage.
there's no carriage. There was 2 horses hitched. They were like tied to the hitching post in front of a tavern. So are you knocking on the tavern door, or
Yeah.
there's no response.
And they're just 2 horses hitched up.
Mm-hmm.
So Mace is going to pull out his flute and start playing the song that goblins hate, just because, as they walk toward this tent.
Okay.
I wobble over.
Dare I ask, but what is the song that goblins hate?
That's just what this flute does.
Okay. I really thought that you were about to bring in like this is the annoying song or something like that. Like I was really prepared. I was setting myself up to
It's
be
the
a
Assumption
troll.
song.
So you see a large circus-style tent decorated with white, red, and black checkered board. It's kind of more towards the center of town. They brought it in through the main road. You can kind of get the idea. As you approach the entrance to the tent, you hear some what sounds like crying coming from inside. But that's the only sound coming from inside.
Just crying.
Yeah, the sound of somebody crying.
Does it sound like humanoid cries? Animal cries?
It's very much humanoid cries, yes.
Are they
Vibe check
sad
those
cries
cries.
or pain cries?
Yes. No, like they're crying,
Oh.
weeping, if you will.
Oh, Suo would probably go check it out.
Upon entering, you are greeted with the kind of that like classic circus thing where there's a giant ring in the middle, and then there's all these seats that line the outside of it. And in the center, with the little bit of light that comes from kind of like uh I said kind of a their version of a spotlight, which is just a really bright essential candle box above it and stuff. There's a boy sitting next to a kind of like a carriage, if you will. And he's just kind of like knelt down, sitting next to it, hands over his face, just kind of like sobbing to himself.
Sue's gonna go sit next to him and be like, "Hey, bud, like, what's wrong? Like, is there anything I can do to help?"
He kind of looks at you and he's just like, "A person? Where'd you come from? Did you? Oh my god, I didn't think anybody would ever come. Uh, uh, how'd you get? Oh my god, they're all gone."
At
all
this
gone?
moment, Mace walks in, hood still up, buns on his shoulder.
They, the 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 circus, it came, and everybody was really excited to see it because, you know,
The circus.
the there was so much, and then Tasha's kiss. She's supposed to be really famous, and so everybody in the village wanted to go see, and I said no because clowns really scare me, and I didn't want it, but they're all gone.
Just everybody?
Yeah,
And you're the only one who didn't watch?
I didn't watch the performance, and then after a while, I came to see what was going on, and I peeked in and I saw them all enter. Well, they entered that, and he points to the wagon behind him. The entire town walked in there.
Were they ushered in there by the circus people?
I don't know.
I want to cap check this child. 'Cause
Go
this
ahead.
sounds like lies.
Go ahead.
Hawk is insight checking. I heard that.
That is a 10.
With your modifiers?
Yes. 8 plus 2.
From your perspective, he's being honest.
Hmm.
And he just looks over at the party. You don't have to make a check for this. You all notice that he is he's very dirty, rough, and he's not starving, but he's not eating well. And you start to get the idea that this wasn't a today situation. This has been more than a day since this has happened.
Can I tell by the process of malnourishment of the horses how long it's been since they've been hitched?
You can give me, I believe, like medicine.
Oh.
For that. Just
Can I
because
request animal handling?
I'll give you animal handling for it. Yeah.
I'll
7 total.
Damn.
7 total. You're not
4
Actual
plus
dice
3.
are not. Your actual dice are not treating you.
You know
much
what they
better.
haven't gotten me? A 1.
What were you doing, Buns?
I was gonna give the boy some rations.
Oh, thanks. I've been
I can
cooking
go
by
and
my.
see what food do you have left. I can try to cook you up something too.
Actually,
Oh.
no, I have snacks. I prepared snacks last long rest, so I have those. So I'm going to give him one of those. And you can eat one to gain temporary hit points. 2 of them.
Kind of snacks.
Not the
Long
human
rest
kind.
snacks.
Not the human
long,
kind.
I'm not sharing my ribs.
The long rest.
You
snack,
had your
not the
chance.
ribs.
He reaches out and he
You
kind of
didn't even
takes.
offer to share those. Don't even play.
He takes the food from both of you, and he just looks at them and he goes, "Oh my god, all I've been eating are preserved tomatoes and peaches, and that's it. I've been here for 5 days. Oh," and he just starts eating.
Oh, you poor thing.
Said tomatoes and peaches. You been following a recipe?
Oh no, he just starts eating. He's like, I don't really know how to cook that well. You get the idea. You get the idea that he's only maybe 9 or 10 years old. And he is just chowing down on those snacks you gave him.
Is there anything? Mace steps up.
Can I-
Is there anything else that you could possibly have shared with us about this tent and its mysteries?
No, just all I know is that the lady who does the performances, Tasha's, she's really pretty, but the clown stuff. It's too much for me. Really freaks me out. And
I
then
was double checking. This child is almost
everybody,
as old as I am.
everybody, I don't know how, but the entire town went in, and I tried to see, but I can't open the door.
Yeah.
Mace just looks to Buns. Mayhap some enchanting? Does that make sense to you?
I'm going to waddle my trench coat.
Do I know of anything that could do that?
and try to open the door.
Anything that could, like an entire town into a
Uh-huh.
wagon, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. You can give a
Arcana.
you can give a check for it. An Arcana check probably would be.
Hey, I rolled above a 10.
17. There's a couple things that could do that. There's kind of like teleport is kind of a thing, I guess, but it would take a lot of magic to teleport and like individually an entire town. Maybe a summoning circle, but that would take the entire wagon with it, and the wagon's too small to draw the large, complicated kind that would take to teleport an entire town. And you're kind of scratching your head a little bit, and you kind of land on something that seems like it's just like it'd be really crazy if like anyone and even like a jester had this in their wagon of all places. But like sometimes if you're trying to do something like that, maybe a pocket dimension of some kind could be a thing.
Buns is going to hop off of Mace's shoulder, knocking his hood off. Goes over, sits in front of stands in front of the wagon door,
Mm-hmm.
touching the door and ritually casting Identify. It's going to take like 10 minutes, 11 minutes.
Okay.
So,
And I tried to open the door. It didn't work.
Oh, you tried to open the door?
Yep.
The door actually opens for you. You get the idea that when you pulled on the door, it was a heavy door, and this is a child only 9 to 10 years old. The door was too heavy for him to open.
you said this happened about 5 days ago, and since then you've heard no other noises or anything in the town?
No. No, everybody went in. The entire town went in. Even my family went in. They all went in. And they've not come back.
Have you heard anything from this ringmaster either?
No. I've not heard or seen anything. I go home every night and I eat some of the preserved food. I sleep and then I come back and I sit here and I wait. And they've not come back.
And it's at this point that Mace is going to insight check this kid.
Go ahead. As far as you can tell, he is telling the truth.
Fair enough. I'm very sorry to hear that. We will do what we can to find them or figure out what happened.
If you do, please, find my family. And he will start describing his family to you. There's, he has an older sister who's about 15. She has long red hair. And he kind of, he kind of goes, she's really annoying, but like, I wouldn't be upset to see her again. And he has her name is Tabitha. He has a dad named Miguel, who is like he's like a shorter, like balding guy. He is missing an eye, and it's covered with so he normally wears this like black patch over it, which the little boy calls his pirate patch. Uh, and he also had like an accent, but like typical dad stuff. He was like every time his son would ask like where his accent was, he would just say like a different place every time, just to kind of like pick on him. And then his mom's name is Sandy, and she's also a short lady. She has amber hair, so you know the sister kind of got her red hair from her. She's always wearing an apron because she bakes all the time, like breads, and then she preserves food and stuff. She works really hard in the local bakery and stuff, and is like he the boy explains that like her sourdough and her bread knots are like they're the best thing he's ever had.
We will get her back so you can experience those again.
Thank you. I don't
I'm
even
now
know
food
how.
motivated and need to find this family.
Okay. He kind of looks at the wagon and he's like, I don't know how they all got in there.
Magic, kid. It's awful stuff sometimes.
Mace's tail licks. It definitely is.
I'm gonna give the
And
kid a second snack before we leave.
And at this point, and by the end of that, Mace is on one knee, knelt in front of the kid, so he's eye to eye.
He just
Oh, that's
kind
gonna
of
be
looks.
terrifying for the kid.
He just looks at you and he's just like, thanks. I've never seen anyone like you before.
I get that a
But
lot.
Wait, who?
well, Mace is knelt down in front of the boy.
Okay.
And he kind of looks and he goes, my mom always said not to judge people. So, I mean, I'm sure you're really nice. Nobody really has control over what they look like anyway, so. And he kind of just like takes another bite out of the ration. I mean, you can't be that bad. You gave me food, so.
He gives the kid a
It's a
head
good
pat.
standard to
And
hold.
gives the kid a head pat, and as he stands up and walks over to Buns to check on the ritual.
So with that, let me see here. Let me just double check so I don't miss anything. Because you're doing a
Identify, right?
I'm doing identify on the damn thing. Yeah.
on the wagon.
Yeah.
The wagon itself is just a very nicely decorated wagon.
Nothing inside the wagon?
Do you go inside the wagon?
Mm, no.
Okay. Because if you're just if you're just using identify on the outside of the wagon, then
Not magical.
it's the wagon itself, although very very like decorated beautifully, not magical.
Okay.
All right, are we just gonna go in?
Yes, I think exploring that tent is the next course of action.
You're currently in the tent.
Oh, we are? Okay. I thought we were
Yeah.
The
in
wagon is in the
Okay.
tent.
Got it.
Yeah. The boy and the wagon are in the middle of the tent, in the kind of like center of the ring.
And the door is
Okay.
open.
The door to the wagon is open because Ham opened it. Yes.
Look inside without going inside?
Throughout this
Um.
whole conversation, has there been any kind of rustle or scurry around the outside?
Nope. It's been just as silent. Looking in from the outside, the interior of the wagon is just as impressive as the outside of the wagon. You can see like red velvet cushions and stuff in there. And there's like a really big wardrobe that's in there. But it's kind of hard to see everything from just looking through the door out here.
Without the Ladinsky takes step inside, wants a closer look at fancy stuff that everyone's been gawking at.
I would just follow Vlad because I only need one other person to go with me to say that the party's going.
All right. So when you walk into the wagon, you see those plush red velvet cushions. They're on a bench along the back of the wagon. There's a grand wardrobe, which its door is like a little open, but it lines one of the walls. There's a large mirror that stands above like a makeup table made of oak. A basket of rolls and fruits rest next to the table, and are surprisingly still fresh. And that's what you can see.
So, snacks.
Snacks, makeup table, a nice comfy bench, a wardrobe.
Well,
Buns
I want to
is
go through the
going to
wardrobe.
open the wardrobe door.
Okay. So opening the wardrobe, there's a lot of different costumes and stuff. Or sorry, actually, I read the wrong part. I'm sorry. The wardrobe is empty. Instead, when you open it, you are greeted with stairs that lead down into darkness. And there were no stairs visible other outside of the wagon other than the ones that lifted that you walked up into the wagon.
More extra-dimensional spatial nonsense.
Yeah.
Did you have the light spell? I forget.
Just go from
Nope.
one dimension.
Darn, I
to
was
a
thinking we could toss
creepy-
some light down there.
Like, did we just like go through some random dimension door to this creepy abandoned city to go through another dimension door?
I mean, we
Maybe
don't
it's
really
not a
have way out
dimension.
right now.
Mayhap it's not a dimension door. Mayhap it's just like a TARDIS.
Well, lack of better words to use.
I mean, we've got to find a way home anyway, so we might as well keep trying doors.
You might as well follow the rabbit down the hole, see where it goes.
I'm eating some of the muffins.
Oh, we're following a fucking rabbit. It's a blue one, not a
Oh.
white one.
Oh. There's so many layers to that.
What flavor are the muffins?
There's a there's a couple different flavors. There's blueberry. There's raspberry. There's a plain muffin, that you would normally put some like jam and stuff on. And there's a singular chocolate muffin.
Buns grabs the chocolate muffin.
There is no longer a singular chocolate muffin.
Before anybody eats any of the muffins, I'm gonna cast a purified water muffins.
Smart call.
I've
Not
I
somebody
grabbed
thinking
this
ahead.
muffin. I grabbed this muffin with my teeth.
They're delicious, and you don't feel poisoned.
Wow.
I grab a second one and start walking down the stairs.
I guess we're doing this.
All right, you're all descending the stairs.
Yeah, I guess pull out a torch, light one up.
Parting words to the boy. We will be back as soon as we are able with your family. And he
And
throws
he
his foot
looks
up.
he kind of looks at you and he goes, "I hope so."
And throws his foot up, walks into the carriage and down the stairs.
So, to give you the scale of this situation, I'm going to give you the feet and everything, like the actual travel distance you're going. You're descending stairs for roughly 60 feet. Those stairs will then level off and you will travel like on flat
hallway.
surface for 50 more feet. And then you will start climbing another set of stairs that are 130 feet tall.
This whole time, Mace, seeing that it's gonna be another long walk, pulls back out his flute, starts playing again.
I've started humming along to the tune that goblins hate.
At the end of the last ascending staircase is a grand brass door with the words Tasha's Madhouse expertly engraved across the brass.
What do I smell?
You don't really smell anything? A brass door? There's no like food sense or anything?
Well, food, fire, flesh, blood, anything that could hint at what is on the other side of the door.
Fear,
door-
madness.
The well, you can't smell those yet. It's a little bit, yeah, the door is really sealed really well. You don't smell anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Mace will check it for traps.
All right, you don't really even, I mean, you don't really need to roll for it. I will let you know that it is not trapped.
And prise the handle.
It is unlocked.
Creaks it over, opens slowly, looking in.
As you start to open the door, just like the door before, this door flies open. The
I
door
do.
swings inward, quietly opening to a room with 3 small tables in the center. A wooden chair rests on either side of each table. 2 of the tables are currently occupied. A normal-looking human sits across from a faceless humanoid. The human's eyes are closed, and an expression of joy fills his face. The hands and fingers of the faceless creature across from it chaotically dance as the creature is weaving the air. A gnome woman walks up to you, her face an empty palette with no features, only skin. She holds a book and a writing implement. Her body gestures as she speaks to you, though she has no mouth. Her words come to you in your native tongue as she speaks to your mind. Good, good, she says. Please take a seat.
Meanwhile,
What's on the book?
Meanwhile, Mace, as the door flew open, as he was trying to open it quietly, flew forward and is now face. It just ate shit.
The book just is like it's some scribbling of names and things.
Do I see the name of the kid's family written down?
You can't really see the book that well. She is holding it, and it is closed in her hands right now.
Can I see your book?
No,
Why?
because it's my book, and I need it for my job.
I just
How
want to
long
look
have
at
you
it,
been
please.
working here?
A long time.
Were you always employed? Did you do something before here?
A long time.
Got it. So like a whole 20 years. You don't look to be
Sure.
past your prime.
Sure. She kind of gestures to a table off to the side that isn't that doesn't have people at it, except for one man who has a large smile across his face. And as you look over there at the table she gestured to, the man is like led to a door. And as he gets up and he sees you all with a very wide grin, he just says, "Isn't this place just marvelous?"
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I like the food.
Can I vibe check the lady? The halfling?
You can,
The
yeah.
gnome.
You can. It'll be a little difficult. Oh well, guess.
Well,
Will it?
with the mods, it'll still
Um,
be difficult if you just did it.
you get the vibe from her that she's not malicious. She's not trying to hurt anyone. She is just somebody doing their job.
What is this place?
This is the sorting area. You know, the sorting room. So you either go to portal A, which is on this side over here, or you go to portal B. As she gestures to portal B, you see an older woman. She kind of squints and she has a scowl on her face and she looks over at you and she says, "I don't like this. Not one bit."
Like a normal lady with a face, or one of the faceless ones scowls.
A normal lady with a face.
And
What does
she's
she
out
look
front
like?
of door B.
Yes. So the man who asked if this is marvelous is at door A.
Do either of them match the description of the boy's parents?
They do not.
Me standing up, dusting himself off. Why? What do you not like about it?
She kind of just gestures to the room and then looks at you and is like, I mean, they don't have faces.
And I've got
Yeah.
2. What for it?
Alright.
Hair flip, but it's my face.
Ew.
Fucking hair flip.
God damn it. What's behind the doors?
Well, if you sit at the table, we can figure out which door you go to, and then you can find out.
No. I want to know what's behind both doors.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is. That's how it works for me.
Well, that is not how it works here.
Yes, it is. That's how it works for me.
I'm sorry, I will not be telling you what's behind the door until you sit at the table to be sorted.
Mace being the adventuring one for once, sits the table.
Hey,
Okay.
Sometimes you have to play their game.
Would you like to continue to refuse to sit at the table, ma'am?
I want to
There's
see what
only
happens
one
to
empty
Mace.
seat?
There is an empty seat. There's empty seats for everyone at the table.
Oh,
I guess Sue just goes sits down.
Okay. So who all is sitting at the table and who is
She's already been
refusing?
judged, so she's not worried about it.
Who all is sitting at the table and who is refusing to take a seat?
Well,
I'm
then
gonna sit
take a
down, but
seat.
technically it's Nugget sitting. But you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
Buns will sit in Mace's lap.
Okay. So everybody takes a seat. I assume Vlad is sitting, yes.
Yes, he would have casually sat down as soon as we entered the room, not knowing what was happening, just saw an open chair.
Okay. So as you all sit, you all see as the halfling waves a rod over the table, and it kind of passes past all of you, and you kind of see this really nice looking rod. It kind of like is it's like long metal, and it kind of like has like some blue glow, like blue veins going above it, all through it, and they glow. And anyone who's sitting at the table needs to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
So, is that everyone that's actually but to chair, or
Anybody who chose to sit.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter where you're sitting if you chose to sit. See, you just got all your nat ones out of the way.
Where I'll do something graceful, tend to show off the acrobats.
And what did Ham get?
We're waiting. He's checking.
Wisdom saving. +2. So 10 total.
10 total. Okay. Did Nugget do a wisdom saving throw?
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
16 + 4.
So everybody except for Ham succeeds. Ham, as the wand passes in front of you, you suddenly can't help but feel overcome with the feeling of joy and love and happiness. And this is the most pleasant situation you've ever experienced. This place is new and exciting.
I just start laughing lightly, like.
And you happily get up and start to move towards Portal A.
You see, like, the top half of the trench coat fall to the side, and I start waddling this oversized trench coat that I'm standing on as I move towards that door.
The faceless woman looks over to the rest of you and goes, "Okay, and you all will go to Portal B, please."
No, we're going with our friend.
I see.
Buns hops down and starts following him.
I see. You don't follow the rules.
Sometimes, when they make sense. And they're not trying to separate me from my friends.
Interesting.
Zon, I want to message you something real quick.
Well, that is unfortunate. Is anyone else agreeing with her?
Mace will look to Buns. As I said, sometimes to understand we must play along. And he will walk toward B.
Ham!
Nugget would probably also just follow me, for the record, because companion.
He's just not overcome with all of the same emotions.
Buns will try to grab his arm. Ham, where you going? You gotta come with us.
You can still speak, but you overwhelmingly want to go to Portal A.
I'm going to use my Awakened Spellbook ritual spell on while I have a hold of Hamhawk to cast Identify to learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting him.
The ritual version would normally take a long time to cast. Are you casting that instant?
Yes.
Can you cast that instant through that?
Yes.
Hmm.
Awakened Spellbook ritual spells.
You get the idea that it's not a particular spell that is over them. It's some kind of like charm. But it's not like a regular charm. It's something to do with the room.
Like this. Guys, I don't want to leave him.
It's fine, guys. This place is great. The food was great upstairs. We can just keep going.
But we can't go with you.
Keep on going on.
And then Mace says, "Then don't leave him. You have ways of reaching to me."
Excuse me, but it's rather dangerous to hold on to somebody when you walk through a door.
I usually right on his shoulders when we walk through doors.
Not
It's a
mine.
different door. As you look over, the doorway is a big head that is just smiling, and the open mouth has a sort of like portal in it. And these are the doors that they're referencing.
What about Nugget? Nugget's always going to go with him.
I believe his friend is going with him.
And Mace will take one more look at Buns. See you on the other side, and step through B.
So those of you that are directed to stand in front of portal B will be standing with that older lady who scowled at everything earlier. Buns, if you choose to go to portal A, you will be with Ham and Nugget. And over there is that very happy man from when you walked in who said, "Isn't this place just marvelous?" So, is everybody happy with their choices then? No changing?
Couldn't be happier.
She specifically is looking at Buns.
No, but I'm not letting him go by himself with just Nugget.
Okay. I'll allow it. Please enter. She waves for portal A to enter first. As the mouth opens a little bit more to allow you guys to walk through.
That's us.
Yes, that is you. That is you and Nugget and Buns.
Din-din-din-din-din.
The short crew.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
It
is
is.
it just me or was Portal Age had a height requirement and all three of us could meet that requirement?
Yeah. That's what it is. Uh-huh.
So you three will enter through the portal, and as you three enter through the portal,
The four of us.
yeah, 4.
Well, we've also got the other guy.
I mean, there's the
Oh
other
yeah,
one, too.
yeah, the other guy. Sorry. As all of you enter through that
It's a
portal,
person.
as the last person walks through, the faceless woman turns to portal B, where the rest of you is standing, and she goes, "And it's your turn now." And she waves her hand, and you see as the mouth starts to open, but as the mouth starts to open, it snaps shut, and the floor beneath you disappears, and you plummet.
Oh shit!
Oh no! Hey, here we go again.
All right.
Deck save. Evasive maneuvers. The floor is rapidly attacking.
Or is it?
We will start with Buns and Ham. Or well, no, let's start with the other crew because I know that M was a little tired, so we'll start with that side.
While she still has some brain cells to burn on D&D.
Yep.
You guys start falling through the floor, and as you continuously fall and fall and fall, you suddenly hit the ground. It doesn't actually hurt, but you do hit the ground. As you hit the ground and you stand up, you look around and you see a winding maze of mirrors along the room, and it creates an uneasy feeling. The reflections looking back at you match your movements, but they show different lifestyle outcomes. these look like choices that you didn't make in life.
What?
So, who wants to look at the mirrors?
I will
Can you avoid looking at the mirrors?
step up first.
Mace, as you step up and you look into the mirror, you are greeted with a reflection of yourself. But this isn't the same you. He looks lonely and sad. You get the idea that this is the you that didn't choose to continue to travel with Buns.
I miss her already.
Is anybody else looking in a mirror?
Sure.
Suo, as you look into the mirror, you are greeted with a similar reflection. But this is the you that never took the thing out of the tree. You're still in the forest, and you haven't left. But you have no purpose.
After seeing Suo and Mace both staring into Vladinsky will go and stare, wondering all the.
Okay. Vlad, as you go and stare at another mirror, you see you. But it's you surrounded by black fire. And there's a woman holding on to you. And she smiles. As this is the reflection of the you who didn't join with the party and has already released the woman from their prison.
Dang, you're efficient when you're not with the party.
Sounds like I really get the work. I don't.
No sun to stare at, though.
No, sadly, no sun to burn the eyes out.
No eyes to look at the sun with.
Uh,
Oh, wait, you have eyes.
They do, in fact, have eyes, yes. You hear as the older woman stands up and just kind of brushes herself off, and she looks around and she goes, "Let's get moving." Hello? You guys just staring at yourself in the...
Debbie
Hi,
from
how are
accounting, is
ya?
that you?
Well, there didn't seem to be anything else to look at here.
As you're kind of staring at yourselves, you didn't quite feel as some time passed. And as you're kind of looking at all the features and the feelings and things of that other you suddenly slams their fist into the other side of the mirror and starts screaming at you. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I also make a perception check, assuming that I pass the wisdom saving throw, to see if I know what they're saying?
I thought you were going to look at the reflection of the woman. Maybe her reflection's actually glad.
All right. You all kind of managed to hold it together, and it doesn't shock you as much. You kind of braced yourself. And let's see. You wanted to do a perception?
Well, basically, I want to see, is my reflection yelling something in particular or just screaming?
Just screaming.
Okay. Then never mind.
And they're like pounding on the other side of the glass and screaming.
trying to break through? Mace kind of takes a step or two back.
Vladinsky will just chuckle, thinking it's like a haunted house, thinking it's not real.
Let me double check. Oh, she has advantage. Okay. That didn't help her. You kind of see as the once confident older lady is no longer confident as she's panicking and looking around the room trying to find an exit.
She's a scared. She's been afeared.
Is the
And
image of the three of us, or the four of us even, that are trying to break through, is that from every direction? Is like this is a house, is this a hall of mirrors, or?
it is a hall of mirrors. So technically you can start moving down the hall of mirrors.
It's not a mirror maze, it's a hall.
Yeah. It's called a maze of mirrors, but it's essentially a long hallway.
And do we see ourselves trying to break through from every angle, or is it just that one reflection that we're
anytime
looking
you look into a mirror, you're greeted with that reflection of the other you.
Mayhap we should get moving, then. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and do me just everyone kind of make just give me a regular roll, a flat roll, because I want to see
Flat
how
D20.
fast you guys, how well you guys can kind of navigate through it's still disorienting. You're surrounded by mirrors in every way.
A flat roll of what?
Just
a
a
D20.
flat roll. Yeah, D20. Sorry.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a tea.
Okay. Suo, you're the only one so far that is kind of like you're doing okay at navigating this. But you being the only one that's doing okay, Vlad is doing the best he can at this moment, and Mace might have been a little bit more shooken up by that image of him in the mirror, and he's having a little bit of a hard time finding his way through here. And so I need another wisdom saving throw from everyone.
Heck yeah. Dab, 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 dab.
Oh, that was close.
All right. So you all manage to kind of like the yell gets louder, but you kind of you've braced yourself for it. So you're still making movement. At this point, Mace, I need you to make a roll for me, just to see if you can kind of recenter yourself and follow the group out.
Another D20?
Yep, just a flat D20. Okay. You do manage to center yourself, and you all find the door. And as you walk out of the door, you are met with a hallway. And of course, Foxy walks away. So we will have to wait a second for Foxy to get back. But I will I'll get you the hallway. From the darkness of a portal comes a mysterious sound. A man cries out, "No, please, no." Then the same voice laughs. "Yes, yes."
Amazon?
So from the darkness of a portal in this hallway, a mysterious sound of a man crying. He cries out, "No, please, no." But then the same voice laughs and says, "Yes, yes."
Like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation?
This is... There's a lot to this. Being separated isn't the best.
And it's gonna work out for us. I think being separated for now, we're gonna we'll make up for it later.
So the sound comes from one of the portals in the hallway. And then there are 2 other portals. So there's 3 portals total in this hallway.
And which
one
is
of
the
one of them
lady
being
going to?
sorry, one of the portals is the one that you came out of.
Oh.
And you said what?
Which one is the lady walking up to?
She's still just kind of hanging out with you guys. She's looking at you all and she's like, "We're in this together. I got nothing."
Are there any... Hold on, are there any differences in the portals?
No, they're all that same face from that first room. That kind of like smiling, kind of like clownish face with the mouth open and the portal inside.
Delightful.
Okay, so it's not the duality the faces, it's just the one face.
Yeah, so each face is the same and there's a portal in the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, hate that.
Hesitation.
Well,
Adinsky's gonna walk to the left, far left.
He's just gonna
Just
start
trust it.
walking.
Yeah, he's just gonna trust his gut on that far left one for some reason.
As you start walking to a far left portal and you get to the portal and you start to just like try and confidently walk through, the mouth snaps shut before you can reach the portal. And it kind of just, it starts talking, the mouth, and it just tells you, "Wrong way." And then it opens back up.
oh,
Why were you confident in that one?
I don't know. Something just felt like it said go left, so I decided that I go left.
well, seems we go
So-
right.
Hold on. Can I insight check the door? Like the portal
Yes.
for snapping shut?
Yeah, you can insight
To
check
see if
the
it's
door.
like basically just I'm trying to see if basically it's lying or trying to trick us.
Gotcha.
So that's a 19.
With a 19, no, it was not lying to you. You genuinely get the idea that you're not supposed to go that way. Like that is not the correct way to go.
All right, cool. We're going in the other door.
Although you will keep in mind that you don't know what their version of the right way to go for you is.
What?
I mean, according to that guy, he wasn't lying to you. That's the wrong way to go. And he's being honest.
Uh-huh.
Because he honestly thinks that's the wrong way for you to go. But you don't know what his intentions are in terms of is he helping you? Or is he helping this area that you're
Okay.
in?
Then can I make an insight check in the aspect of finding out whether or not this is supposed to be helpful information or harmful information?
So the only issue with that is that the only context you have is that it's the same portal and it looks the exact same as all the other faces that have portals in them. And all it said is wrong way. So there's not enough information for you to discern whether or not it was ill intent. Like if it's trying to send you in a direction because it's trying to hurt you or not. You just know that it was it was telling you the truth that is not the correct way to go.
Okay.
But I will also say with a 19, you would also realize that even if it was the right way to go, he would just close his mouth again. So you get the idea that you couldn't go that way even if you wanted to.
Fair. Then I
And
guess we're
then-
going through the only other door that I have left.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not going back.
That is the door with the person screaming on the other side.
Delightful.
So, I will go ahead and I'll let you guys walk through that because Taryn is still not back. He's still making a drink. Can you tell how casual I'm being?
Yeah.
Are
Totally,
you like
totally casual.
also kind of like leaning over so you're looking through the door as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure I had my mental image correctly.
Yeah.
As you guys enter that portal, humor and hate clash in your head as a stench of dry, barren rot fills this stone room. Several crates lie stacked in a corner. Glass jars rest on top of them. A man laughs in the distance. The same man weeps.
Is this man like in front of us or just some disembodied voice?
So he's a little bit ways away. Let me double check to see exactly how much of this room you can see. So I can't move forward right now because I have to wait for Foxy to get back.
God dang it, Foxy.
Can I just say I don't like this? Nope, not at all.
Well, I don't feel like a mystery solving gang whatsoever suddenly going on an adventure to uncover some mass.
So
So is
my only
is
my I was about to say who's Scooby because it's either Ham or Nugget.
I would almost have to say
Nugget?
that they're both Scooby.
Nugget is
I'm gonna.
Scooby.
Vlad
Ham
is
is
definitely
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
No, Ham is Shaggy.
I was
Food
gonna say
motivated.
Vlad is Shaggy.
No. Vlad is Shaggy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nugget is Scooby. Ham is Scrappy.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would
Which one
say
of
Absolutely.
Suo is Daphne, Buns is Velma, and then Mace is Fred.
Fred?
Mm-hmm. That's accurate. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was resisting saying, "Look, come on, gang, let's split up and go look for clues."
That's why the first thing I recommended was let's split
All
up.
right. So, since you're back,
Finally.
Buns and Ham and Nugget and your new friend, Guy, who is weirdly okay with this.
I want to call him Fred.
Here's the description of where you guys end up. Humor and hate clash in your head as a stench of dry, barren rot fills the stone room. Several crates lie stacked in a corner. Glass jars rest on top of them. A man laughs in the distance. The same man weeps.
That's the description.
That is where you and Buns, Nugget, and Bart have ended up. By the way, that man's name is Bart. I didn't give him that name. That is actually the name that the book gave him. Bart.
Nice.
But you are suddenly greeted with the rest of your party.
Mace. Buns
See, I
runs
told you
over to
this was
Mace.
great.
Am I still all elated?
Let me double check how long that lasts.
Buns just bolts for Mace.
Mace
Hmm.
holds his hand out. Oh, I missed you so.
You can make another wisdom saving throw to see if you can snap out of your weird happiness.
I don't.
Okay, you do not.
What'd you roll?
5.
No.
Oh, jeez. New dice.
Do I have another one in here? I do.
Choose electronic ones.
No. I've already committed.
He's committed to the bit.
So you've entered this room. And as you all kind of meet each other, you look across this room, and on the other side of this room, a bald man with a Neanderthal-like face works at a series of chains. He's covered in hooks and spikes, self-inflicted wounds leaking an unnatural green miasma that dissipates into the air. The chains, which are attached to pulleys, are latched onto a ghostly figure. The figure shrieks as it is pulled out of the identical human equivalent of itself. The human is laughing maniacally. A few lifeless bodies lie stacked in a nearby pile. Crates and tables covered in glass jars and rusty tools lay in the corner.
Are those chef tools?
No. They are not chef's tools. There's nothing in this scenario that would give you the idea that this is a chef situation.
So we have caveman Cenobite pulling souls out of people and wasting the meat. I take offense.
You do not take offense. You are joyed and elated.
I'm
Are
so
any
happy
of-
at the pile of meat that he is not using.
You
Are
also
any of the
hear
bodies? Are any of the bodies the people we're looking for?
no. But as you all see this, the man who you now know is named Bart looks over and he goes, "Oh, that looks like fun. I want to be next."
I mean, I wouldn't take it from you. This place looks amazing. Go ahead. You were technically here before us.
Every 6 seconds, prestidigitation. Buns is trying to keep that miasma away from her. Just puff of wind to keep it away.
So you guys are still a little bit of ways away. What are you doing?
I'm probably getting in line behind Bert.
Getting in line.
I'm
Okay.
assuming there's a line. If there wasn't, there is one now. It's Bert and then me.
You haven't moved in any direction. You guys are just witnessing this for right now.
Oh, okay. Me and Bert have become friends.
Ham?
Mm.
Ham, I'm not sure that's the best idea.
But this place is so great.
No.
Oh, come on. It's been all we've got. We get a little, they just had to do a little scan, and then you just walk into the next arrangement. It's great.
Mace will call out. Excuse me? Pardon?
As you call out, the person whose soul is currently being ripped from their body looks at you and begs you not to let it take him. Or the soul begs you not to let it take him, as the body just smiles and says, "Let him keep going." And everybody also needs to make a wisdom saving throw who is looking at this happen.
Suo was gonna look on in horror and have absolutely no idea how to help this person.
Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Do any of us get the
That's a
idea
14.
that killing this person would help?
Killing which person?
The person on the table.
The person whose soul is being ripped out?
No,
Yeah.
the Neanderthal Cenobite.
No, the one
Right.
on the table.
Oh,
You can make a. You give me an intelligence something. What would I have you roll to discern that? Give me a vibe check. Yes. Also buns. Let me just real quick here. Hold on. Let's see. Where is the thing I'm looking for?
Dirty 20 on that.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta find something. A dirty 20. You get the idea that that his soul being ripped out is the thing that is currently killing him. I'm trying to find.
Is there anything that I feel like I could do to, save them?
If his soul wasn't getting pulled out of his body by that creature, then he would probably survive. I'm looking. Where is the table that I'm supposed to? Chapter 8. Oh my god, what page is that? You're the worst key to a book I've ever seen. Okay, cool. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Whomp.
Suo's just gonna lean over to Mace and just be like, "Did we kill it?"
I feel like you lied to me,
thinking
Book.
the same thing. I was
Book,
thinking
did you lie to me?
The monster, not the guy on the table.
I was thinking put him out of his misery.
No, I think with the monster, we'd be able to save him.
I mean that's fair.
Suo.
Do we got a sec? Or
Hey, Buns, I need you to give me a D100 roll, please.
Suo's gonna cast a moonbeam.
Okay.
Why did it do it twice?
It sure did do it twice. You might need to re-roll that with just like a regular.
89.
Okay. Let's see. And then Buns, upon seeing this situation, you are so distraught that you become stunned. And you can't move for you are stunned for about 8 minutes.
Oh,
Good lord.
And I need you to roll a D100 one more time.
Also, I think I lied. I think Suo would not cast Moonbeam. I think she would probably be so upset about the absolute horror that she is witnessing and Wild Shape.
And wild shape.
Uh,
Can't take the soul out of a squirrel. Squirrels don't have souls.
Seeing this mace will like how far away?
me
How far away is this
see.
person from us?
They're probably a good 20 to 25 feet. It's not a super
okay.
big room.
Is there any like friendly looking shadows, or is it well lit?
It's a well lit room.
Okay.
Buns is currently
Okay.
latched to Mace and not moving.
Hey, so Buns. For the next 10 hours. For the next 10 hours, you have convinced yourself in a moment of fear and madness at the sight of this that you 100% remember that you drank. You drank a potion, and that potion gave you resistance to lightning damage.
Oh
You
boy.
did not drink this potion.
I just think I have resistance to
You
lightning
just
damage.
think that you have resistance to lightning damage because you drank a potion.
Okay. But Buns is currently a terrified lump on Mace's shoulder.
Yep. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, so if
Well, if she's wild shaping, I'm launching a javelin.
Okay. So
would I be
you're
able to
wild
cast
shape.
would I be able to cast heroism on Buns, which would counter the which would make her be frightened?
So she is not frightened. She is stunned, and the stunned
Oh, okay.
it's also not caused by magic. It is caused by madness from seeing the event unfold in front of her.
Okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape. Okay, so technically I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf. Can I flavor it that I'm turning into a fox?
You absolutely can, and you
Like
can
a
also
dire
flavor
fox?
it. You can also flavor it that it has matching similar flame texture to your costume.
You know, that's kind of the vibe that I was going for.
It's
So,
almost like I get it, like I get the vibe.
So she's gonna turn it. So she'll be so like enraged by what she is seeing that she turns, instead of her normal wild shape magic, which I don't think anybody's actually ever seen yet, she'll have the green and red flames almost overtake her body as she turns into this black kitsune with the red and green markings and the tails. So it'll be like one normal tail, but then it'll be the rest of the tails will be in the red and green flames.
Gotcha. So
as
what
she
we're
bounds over to attack.
So what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna get an attack of you're gonna get a surprise round.
Okay. So roll for initiative.
Yes. So we're gonna roll for initiative, but you will be in a surprise round, so you guys will obviously get to go first.
Right. But I figure it'll initiative, and then it'll just be between whoever.
So what you do is that everyone rolls initiative. That's like there, and anyone that is surprised
just
doesn't get their
That first round
actions or
move.
bonus actions or reactions until after their turn in combat. So they can take reactions after, but they basically skip their first turn.
Yeah.
Surprised is more of a condition that affects someone than it is a special round of combat.
Right.
They just don't explain it very well in the book.
Honestly, it made more sense once I started playing Baldur's Gate.
It did, yeah.
I'm going to not bother rolling initiative because I'm not going to be able to do anything
Okay.
for almost 90 rounds.
Yeah.
I would say go ahead and roll it, because how I will do this encounter is that you will have, on your turn, we will see if you can shake yourself out from the stun, because you're shocked. But it's going to start at a very high DC, and then it'll lower as the closer we get to that. So if it lasted that long, then it would lower itself essentially. So it'll get easier as you go.
Okay.
It also lets us know if you're downed when to roll saves.
Yeah, I
So-
still have mage armor from the previous encounter, and it lasts 8 hours.
I rolled a 19 for initiative.
Okay, hold on.
Or turn tracker already somewhere.
Yeah.
There should be, yes. I don't know if you can manually input yours.
No, it's something on your end.
Okay, and you said you rolled a what?
It was a 19 total.
You should be able
I
to
know
edit it.
Oh god, I would like to, but it's not. Where's your token? They're not on the board. I know you want to roll physical dice, but after this encounter, can you at least roll the initiative in
Sure.
here? Just because it's a little bit, it's a little hard for me to adjust these things on the fly. Because I actually I don't have the option to adjust anything right now for Hamhawk for some reason. I can click on everyone else, but I cannot. There it goes. Okay, here we go. I can. Okay.
What was the roll?
Update combatant. It was 19 update. There we go. I fixed it, and then begin combat. All right. So he doesn't get his turn. So it will immediately, Hamhawk, you need to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can shake yourself free and actually assist people.
18 plus 4. Wait. No, plus 2. I don't have proficiency.
Okay. So you do manage to use your turn, and you get to shake yourself free, and you are suddenly back to regular. You are no longer elated and excited to get your soul ripped out of your body.
How dare.
But that'll be your turn because you used your turn for that. Nugget, who wasn't affected, will go on your turn though. So if you want Nugget to do something, well, you
I'm
can't
just
give
gonna have
Nugget a command.
Nugget's just gonna dodge
Okay.
because I wasn't incapacitated. I was just charmed, which is not the same thing.
Right. So then, okay. So then, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
So then, end your turn, and we will have Mace up next.
So the pentagram on his forehead will begin to turn, and his mouth will elongate a little bit, and the teeth will just and become a little more pronounced and jagged.
Wait, why did my guy disappear? Oh no. Wait,
Where did you go, Atlas?
I don't know where he went. What? Why did I disappear?
I don't
The
know.
DM went poof.
I
Streamlabs,
know.
did you do something? Go ahead, continue.
So yeah, he rages and takes on the Wolven effect here. The
I
bite,
fixed it.
excuse me.
Okay.
And then takes a couple of steps and launches a javelin at the one doing the chopping.
He said
Mm.
he's only about 20 feet away already. Or the guy on the
25.
table is.
20, they're in the same space because the guy on the table is getting his soul ripped out by the other guy. They are next to each other essentially, so they are both about 25 feet away.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for your attack.
15.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay. Missing the throw, Mace is going to charge up and get right in this guy's face, though.
Okay.
Hopefully you put Buns down first. Or is Buns just clinging there?
She is clinging on his shoulder. That's
Oh,
That's yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate, but that is happening. All right.
okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Or is that
would be it.
okay? So then Buns, it'll be a high DC, but you can roll to see if you can shake that. So it'll be a wisdom saving throw.
Scared the bejesus out of me.
It was almost decent.
Yeah, no, you're still terrified, which is understandable too, because now you're charging head first, like straight into the thing that you're scared of.
I can't even talk, can I?
No, you're just kind of you kind of at most you can do
Scream?
the but that'll be your turn since you didn't break. So then at the end of your turn it will be Suo's turn.
Cool. So I am going to is anyone in melee range yet?
I am. Well, and
Okay.
Buns.
Buns
I'm-
isn't a combatant at the moment, though.
Cool. So I'm going to run up to the basically run up to get in melee range so that way I can do a bite attack. Because that is the only option it's giving me. And I get advantage because of pack tactics.
Pack tactics more than meets the eye.
Buds.
Which is a +4, so I guess I'm just gonna do a d20. And then a d20 again. So that's an 11 +4 is 15.
Which doesn't hit.
Rip.
My
So she's
friends are
gonna
gonna
bite
fuck
and
you
her
up.
teeth are gonna clack together.
They rolled a 1.
And I guess that's it.
Okay. Vlad, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to move up in range there, and then once I do that, I'll cast Sanctuary on Buns.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And, I will add it with my.
All right, roll to hit. Oh boy. All right. So the way that this encounter specifically, so this one shot that we're doing, I'm doing this as a ruling for crits for fun. It will be roll your damage add everything together, and then you will double your damage.
Okay.
For the record, because that is a crit, I'm going to have Nugget use his reaction to add a d6 fire to that.
All right. So, okay, you roll the d6. Have Nugget roll the d6, and then Vlad can roll his stuff. So that'll be 13, and then we'll double that, so you will get 26.
Well, it's 16 doubled.
So does it add specifically fire damage to Vlad, or is it Nugget doing something?
No, it adds it to the damage of the weapon that they're dealing. He's like imbuing it with his same elemental ability.
So then, what is that? 32, right? 16, 32?
32.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he takes 32 points of damage and is very much like, oof.
Darn, that would have been a perfect opportunity to smite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been.
That was such a casual hint.
I was like, hey, Vladinsky, do you want to smite?
Yeah, I was just thinking, can I still do that? Because I've already taken my action turn.
I believe
bonus
You
action.
decided
way-
to smite.
I was about to say, I believe the way smite works is you attack first and then you decide if you apply a smite, right?
If you
Yes.
on a hit, you can apply a smite.
Yes.
Like you can't, you wouldn't say I'm gonna smite and then you might miss. It's
yeah,
on
you
a hit,
swing
so-
first and then you decide if you want to smite.
Okay, yeah,
So-
yeah. I might as well throw in a divine smite with that.
All right.
That's
So
a
you'll roll.
spell.
That's divine. It says divine.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was the paladin. Smite is the one that you add in. Divine smite, I think, is a 5e spell, or is it called?
Divine Smite, when you hit a creature with a melee
Okay.
weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target, in addition to the weapon's damage.
Okay.
Then it'd be crit damage.
Yes. So you'll roll the damage for your smite and then you'll double that too. So that's an extra. Where'd the plus
2d8.
16 come from?
That was the
it's-
critical roll that I called critical.
Oh,
critical roll.
Oh, okay. So you added the crit. Okay. So
So it's 2d8 plus 16 as base damage. So we just doubled the 22 to 44.
well, critical. It added the 16
No.
because it was
Yeah.
a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it already did,
2d8.
it already did the crit.
He rolled a 6 total, so it
So-
would actually be 12.
No, I
Well-
rolled two. I rolled two
Because
eights
of
there, and I got 8.
Yeah, 2d8 and then the 2d8 together were 6, but then you added crit hit to it.
Oh,
So yeah.
Which is 22. So we'll take the 22.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
40,
Yeah.
yeah, it would be a total of 44 regardless, because you said before that the damage was 32 anyway, so the 32
Well-
plus 12 is 44.
Well, no. So well, yes. We'll just add the 22 damage because yes, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's more than
Yeah.
12. So this creature looks at you all and in an oddly intelligent voice he just, why do you interrupt me? Neanderthal. As he points a finger out and 3 chains start to kind of move as if they have a mind of their own. Let's see. And he's going to start by making an attack at Mace.
Reaction. Vladinsky's using protection, so there's going to be a disadvantage attack.
Disadvantage? Well, that's good because that was 25 to hit. Let's roll that with disadvantage. Mace does a 19 hit.
It does indeed still hit.
Okay. So then we will. I did that already. Info, chains. There we go. You take 10 points of piercing damage and are grappled by the chain.
Okay, so 10 halved to 5.
Yes.
Okay.
A second chain then moves forward and attacks Suo.
Same reaction.
You only have one reaction around.
Yeah, you only
Oh,
get. Yeah, you
one
get.
reaction.
How does
one
it read?
reaction.
What is the ability you use?
Or whenever a creature you see attacks target other than you within 5 feet, reaction to impose disadvantage on attack roll must be where it with a shield.
So it's just the one attack, not both.
Just the one
Yeah.
attack.
Okay.
Hey Suo, this is gonna be crazy, and I know it might miss, but does a 25 hit?
You know, let me double check. I just gotta make sure. You know.
Do you have a new AC now? Because, bear or
Wolf.
fox, kitsune,
Kitsune.
wolf.
The wolf, yeah. Wolf step.
Yeah, my AC is a whopping 13. So like you just made it.
Okay. Oh wow. Sorry, this is a hard roll. 15 points of piercing damage to you, and you are also grappled.
Said 15.
15 points of piercing damage, and you are also grappled. Yes.
Cool. Hold on one second. Yeah, so that happens, and she's no longer in wild shape.
Wait, what did you roll? What was the dice for?
I was just trying to see if, cause like it comes with like the average hit points, but you can also roll it. So I was like,
right. Got you. So any excess damage over that 15 does apply to you, but only the excess damage.
okay. Let me get to my HP.
And falling out of wild shape, is she still grappled?
Yes, she would still be grappled because she just turns back into Suo, so she's still grappled.
Okay.
Still the same soul latched onto.
Right, yeah.
And the same thing, like falling out of wild shape. It's the same thing kind of happens where the fire kind of like engulfs and then.
Gotcha.
Which, for the record, normally when she transforms, it's like actually something similar, but it's like flower petals.
Neat.
We haven't seen it, so.
Yeah.
Not yet, at
So
least.
that will be the end of his turn, though, and then that will be Ham's turn.
All right. I'm ready to start messing some stuff up.
Go Ham, go. Go Ham, go.
I'm going to not get close to this thing and fire my sling at it.
Okay. Roll the hit.
13 plus a number.
Yeah. What's the number?
I'm trying to navigate. You'd think that after this many sessions I could find anything in this character sheet, but alas.
That's why I just use D&D Beyond for most of my stuff.
I can't use that either.
Not sponsored. But if you want to.
I mean, it's I'm just used to it.
No, I'm just saying if they want to sponsor.
Right, yeah. 100%.
Right.
Yes. This combat is sponsored by the Awooters stream team.
Plus 3. So 16 total.
Right
Because we
on the
don't have any other
money.
sponsors.
You hit right on the money. And this
So
is
the
the
other
part where all the
list.
this is the part of the thing where the entire group goes. Yeah. Write that down. And then you got to roll your damage.
I'm pretty sure it's a D4. I can't find it anywhere on my sheet.
If you click the weapon, it will put the information in the chat. Or not. I don't know.
It's
It'll
showing
be
it's
on
not
his screen.
equipped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Info. Hold on.
1d4 bludgeoning damage. If it's a slingshot.
Yeah.
So it's 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
4.
And then do you add your modifier, right? Because you...
Yeah, Dex. So plus 3.
So 7.
So yeah,
Heck.
in the VTC, make sure to click the
I
little
fixed it.
shield icon.
I
No.
fixed it.
Okay, never mind.
Can't do it during combat.
I mean, that's fair.
GM.
Action. I'm just gonna bonus action Hunter's Market. In hindsight, I should
Okay.
have done that first. And then, actually, I can't Hunter's Market because this is the same as the combat earlier, right?
Mm-hmm. We haven't rested.
I've cast Hunter's Mark, Goodberry, and Alarm. So yeah, I'm out of spell slots. I'm just gonna have Nugget roll up and attack in melee.
Okay.
If you think this is bad, I get to navigate a character sheet in a character sheet. It is +5 to hit. 1d6 +2 damage. Got it. Okay, so 17 to hit for 4 fire damage.
Okay. So you'll take the 4 fire damage. Boop. Is that it?
That's it.
All
So-
right. So you'll end your turn. Then we are at a Mace, who is currently grappled.
Yes. So, he is going to try and break free.
Real quick, at the start of your turn, you take 7 points of piercing damage, halved because of rage, from the chains grinding into you.
Okay, so half down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So try to break out. It's strength or athletics.
It will
or is there
be. It's a DC 14, and to break a grapple, I believe it's strength athletics, right?
Contesting usually. It's
Well, this
contesting
one is
athletics?
because it's a strength because of how this works. You have to beat a 14. It's a DC 14 to escape. And you do.
Yay.
You break free.
Okay.
That's your action.
Yeah.
Got anything for Bonus action.
Nope, that will be it. Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Eh?
14.
14? No, not yet.
Made him scared.
And then that will be, so it is now Suo's turn.
Her voice went so high the mic cut out.
So, how do I get out of grapple again?
So you can use your action, and it will be a strength athletics check to break free, and you have to get a 14 or higher.
Or
You are right next to him.
Or I can melee attack him.
Yes.
He can't grapple you if he's dead.
Right. So I'm going to grab my Yuklua.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
Shillelagh?
Yikulwa.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. Yeah.
Ricola.
Right. Cast Shillelagh as a bonus action.
Oh, yeah. Druid things.
Right. Druid things. And then bonk him.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay, so
Did a bonk.
Roll to bonk.
I don't think I have this actually in my. Oh no, I do have it in here. So hold on. Spellbook. Shalala. Will this work? Oh, it does work. So it's 23 to hit.
Alrighty. A 23 definitely hits. You know, it was real close, but it hits.
Dab. 9 damage. And it is magical for the purposes of damage.
Gotcha. Ouch.
So basically what happens is she pulls that out and just fully just like because it's a blade on the end of a very long stick. And she just like fully just goes bonk like right into his noggin right next to her.
Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
All right, Vlad, you're up.
All right. Raise Warhammer again. Send it flying down overhead.
All right, roll to hit. This man is not looking very healthy. And he will probably not look very healthy after this either, because that hits.
I was going to say, and after this combat, Suo is probably going to pass out from witnessing this guy's soul, like, almost leave his body.
Gotcha. So
Fine.
7 points
it was
of bludgeoning.
Almost.
While I'm at it, I'll throw in Divine Smite.
All right, roll for your smite damage.
Nice!
Heck yeah! Praise the
Fladinsky,
sun!
how do you want to murder this man?
Fladinsky raises his hammer proud to the sky, while chanting in a very loud booming voice, "Praise the sun!" before he brings it down with a thundering smack, and then suddenly the body just kind of explodes in front of a bright light.
So anyway, this man explodes all over the room, and is no longer a singular man. He is chunks of a man, or what might have been a man.
I was gonna say. Probably doesn't help the room's rancid smell.
The man on the table is unconscious, but his soul did return to his body.
Do we recognize this man now that his face isn't being torn in twain?
You do not.
He is not the father with the weird accent.
He's not the Father, the Son, or the Holy Ghost.
Oh my!
He was almost the Holy
He was
Ghost.
about to be a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, he got real close. So in the room, there are still the jars on the table. There's the bodies in the corner, and then there's now the unconscious man on the table.
And
Mace
Suo.
will go pick up his javelin that he threw.
Before Sewell leaves, this is supposed to happen at the end, but because we have one person leaving, I want to do it before they leave. Suo, as your adventure tonight ends, and you return to the regular world that we
Hold on,
played
hold on.
in.
Time out. Do you want to
Uh-huh.
DM me?
No.
Okay,
This
I
is,
just so
it
it's
doesn't
for
ruin.
everybody else.
No. It doesn't ruin it for everyone because I said that everybody gets something. Okay.
Oh.
So Suo, as you return to the regular world, in your hands is a kitsune mask,
Ooh.
and I will tell you next time we play what it does.
Okay. So what everybody else sees is that, like, as the combat is finishing, like, she manages to smack this guy in the head, but because he has her grappled in just a way, she just kind of, like, slumps over and, like, passes out from him, like, basically choking her out, like, right at the last second. Just unconscious. Like, fine, but unconscious. Whether or not she disappears into a puddle or whatever, I don't know.
A door opens beneath you after you go unconscious, and you fall back through. And before anyone else can reach the door, it
Suo!
slams shut.
Oh wait, am I still terrified?
The thing is dead. So at this point, the thing that scares you is dead.
So I'd say
Okay.
that's a no.
So no.
Suo!
Now you're just queasy and very frightened, but not like shooketh.
No, I think I think I'm resistant to electric damage. Lightning
That
damage.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as we lose our amazing Emitha Reditha Featheritha, we will put this up in her honor. Hold on, let me put this part. There you go.
Oh,
Love it.
That's amazing.
With the kitsune mask too.
Love it.
That's great.
Fucking love it.
All right. Good night,
I
guys. Have a
will.
good rest
Yeah,
of the night.
I'll DM you the mask and what it does.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Bye.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
The rest of you are still in this room, and we have, like I said, there's the bodies in the corner. There's some jars along the. There's let me see how many there are, because I definitely pre-rolled that, and I know how many there are. There are 3 jars on the table.
Can I go look at the jars
Yes, you can.
and inspect
So-
them?
Yeah, after picking up his javelin, Mace will walk back over to the jars on the table.
Those who are inspecting the jars, give an investigation.
Do you wish to use the help action, Mace?
I do. Yes. Hold them up to you.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Freaking one again. But 12.
Funds inside of these jars are trapped souls.
Do I know if breaking the jars will release the souls to where they're supposed to go?
You know that breaking the jar would release the souls. You do not know where the souls will go. That's like a question of the afterlife, but assumedly, they should go to where they're supposed to go.
Better question. Would they go back to their body if they were ripped from, or would they simply pass on?
They would. You get the idea that they would probably simply pass on. Their body is probably long gone.
Is it in the pile? Probably. Can you drink the potion? That's the real question.
I mean, that's a ham question.
This is why Ham's not going near the bottles.
Priest Null, I think Ladinsky try his best there to cast a blessing over each of the souls to sort of pass over.
Very nice. Very nice. The bottles have been blessed by Vladinsky.
Can we like see a visage of who's trapped inside? Like, is it a little tiny ghost apparition of the person, or
It kind of looks very much like a green mist that just swirls around in like a chaotic way, almost as if they're trying to get free and they can't.
Buns will open one of the jars. Praise the sun.
You as you open the jar, a spirit floats out of the jar, and it looks down at you and it points to the other jars.
We will.
It's gonna wait for you to open them.
Buns will open the others.
I will also open one to speed things along.
After all 3 jars are open, the spectral visage they kind of float before you, and one takes the center and it looks down and it says, "Thank you for freeing us. A gift from the dead we will bestow upon one of you." And they hold out their hand, and they're asking for a weapon.
Buns steps back.
Mace will reach over his shoulder and pull his now scythe and hold it blade forward, but like present it forward.
They reach out and they run their spectral hand across your blade, and it glows with an eerie green glow, and your weapon becomes a +1 magic weapon if it wasn't before. And if it was, then you will get something different.
It was a regular mace or a regular maul
So-
before, so
So you now have a +1 magic weapon.
Nice.
Very
feeling
nice.
the additional power course through it. I'm gonna flip it around a time or two before putting it back and giving a nod of thanks.
They will nod, and then they will kind of float and kind of fade away.
Before they leave,
Assumedly,
before
Mhm.
they leave, Buns is going to ask if any of them are that boy's family.
none of them fit the description, and they all shake their head no. They don't really know
Okay.
who you're talking about, and then they pass on, assumedly. They go to wherever it is that they're supposed to go. And that is other than there are bodies in the corner, but other than that, that's all that was in this room, other than the chains and things that hang from the ceilings.
Did that other person ever make it out of the other room? The ornery lady?
Yeah, she is back holding Bart. You would realize that she has been holding him back the entire time, because if you remember, Bart very much wanted to be next in line.
Is he
Got it.
sad now?
He's not sad. He's still overwhelmingly overjoyed.
Can I punch him?
Do
I mean,
do
you
any of the chains
can.
like come free if we give a tug?
They're very sturdy. You'd have to make a strength check to try and rip the chains out, and it'd be a pretty high one because they're attached very well.
Am Okay, so question for this, because it does change the role. Am I still like coming down from the rage?
I would say it's passed long enough that you're probably not raging anymore because
Okay.
we also had the time with the ghosts and stuff, and they enchanted your weapon and stuff. It's been a
Right, yeah,
it's been a
fair.
second.
You also fall out of rage if you haven't taken damage.
True, yeah.
Or
So
attack something.
if you want to try and rip a chain from the ceilings and stuff, you absolutely may. If you want if you want to punch Bart, you can make
Trying to snap him out of it.
make a attack roll against Bart. With a 15, you tug and you could feel like it's about to come loose, but you just can't quite get it.
Oh,
And
jeez.
you get a nat
Oh,
20.
jeez.
So what? You don't have unarmed attack, right? So isn't a nat 20 on an unarmed strike without anything? Isn't it just 2?
It's just 1. It's 1 plus strength, and I have a 10 in strength.
Well, no, I'm saying it'd be 2 because you crit.
Yeah, it'd be 2 total.
Let me double check how much health Bart has. As you punch him, you punch him very hard. And let's see. Do you break Bart out of his thing? Bart looks back at you and he's still smiling and he's just like, wow, thank you so much for that new experience. This place is great.
Well, I tried.
Oh.
After seeing Hamhawk slug Bart, Vladinsky's gonna walk over and heal Bart for whatever damage he's taken.
So
All
you
2
heal
of it.
Bart for a total of 2 damage.
Yo.
Feeling it about to
Then
come
I'm
loose. Give it another tug.
With another tug, another 15. Yeah, it'll come loose. It'll fall down. It's, I mean, if you want to take it, it is just a regular chain with a hook at the end.
Yep, I will definitely take that.
Okay. But it's very heavy also, just so you know, because it is
Yep.
a metal chain.
Yeah.
Why do I foresee moments of "Get over here, buns"?
Get over here.
So you have just killed Degmir. If anybody wants to roll I'll say history. Yeah, we'll do history check to see if anybody knows who this is.
So Mace will wrap the chain from shoulder to hip, across his body from shoulder to hip, kind of just using the hook to secure it.
Okay. All right. Ham, you don't know who that is at all. Vlad, you have heard of him but you're not sure what he would exactly be doing in a place like this, just from the stories you've heard. Buns, with a 25, you know that he is called Dagmir, Winnower of Souls. He specialized in separating souls from their physical bodies and bringing a false death to his clients. To him, souls are the source of guilt and despair. They kind of like they're they kind of like the meter of morality, the guide for thoughts and feelings towards a sense of compassion and stuff. Degmir knows that those who live require this compassion to be ripped and muted. So he used to do that for people. People would pay him to take that part of their soul out. But here, in this place, it very much was clear that he wasn't ripping that. He wasn't doing that. He was fully separating souls from bodies.
Okay, Buns will share that information. Does he have any loot?
No. He was essentially naked. If you want, here, I will show you exactly what he looks like. Because I
Sure.
actually have photos of most of the things you're going to run into. So let me grab those. Let me grab that. Doop. Doop. Boop. And I will put it. There you go. That is what he looks like.
That is terrifying. Okay.
For those of you in chat, I'm sorry I didn't prep photos.
I mean, you've got it right there in Discord.
Yeah. Well, I meant for stream. I didn't send the photos to the other computer. I'm sorry.
It's
So
in
basically,
Discord
this
now,
is
so
what
it's
like
out.
person in them. Yeah, he was like that, except he would literally rip their souls out. Except originally he was very good at it, and he would put back the rest of their soul. They would just lose that one part that they paid to have removed.
Yeah.
So was he like a minor deity or something?
He was not a minor deity. He was literally just. He was essentially a demon, an undead, or something. He was essentially a soul surgeon. Is the best way to describe it. He was just somebody who could pull souls out of bodies, and then he did so much research and so much studying and stuff into that he then figured out how to cut out certain parts of them, parts of the souls to affect different parts of people, and that he would pull the soul out, essentially perform soul surgery and remove those unwanted emotions. But he wasn't a deity. He wasn't a god or anything like that.
I'm just seeing if his flesh was any special. Doesn't look like it. It's fine.
No, it's also gross. It's very gross. Even Ham Hock would consider that rotten meat.
Such a shame.